back it up, move out. Big dog, big twos out, big gas, goons out. Roger that, cool out.
Hi guys, I'm 100ProofYannie. Welcome to my world. I'm a young girl. One more. Hi guys, I'm 100ProofYannie, a young artist from Philadelphia and also a professional dancer. Welcome to my world.
Who is 100ProofYannie?
Who is 100ProofYannie? I feel like a lot of people want to know that question. Who am I? I would say that I am an independent boss bitch, period. I don't know, like I feel like I make music for women or men. I don't really have a special genre, I guess, that I rap to, but I would definitely say that I try to make people feel empowered. I try to make people feel like even though they come from a struggle or whatever they come from, that they're able to chase their dreams or apply themselves or do something with their life. I think that I constantly try to keep that in the back of my head when I make music and when I write. Just in general, try to be a leader and try not to be so much of a follower or be an environment of my community. So, yeah.
Hello, I'm Aaliyah. I'm Yanni's younger sister.
How is Yan as a sister?
How is Yan as a sister? A handful. She's a handful. She's annoying. She's crazy. But yet, she's my sister. So, to sum her up, she just crazy for the most part, but she's loving. Like, it's nothing I can't not go to my sister about. Like, I count on my sister for my good times, for my bad times. I could call her crying. I could call her angry. I know anytime I call my sister, she coming no matter what.
How long have you been rapping?
How long have I been rapping? I've been rapping for, I would say about 7 years now. Yeah, 7 years. It's been a while. I started rapping when I graduated high school, and that was 2014. I was kind of sort of taking it as a joke in high school, but when I graduated, I started taking it full-blown serious, and then it became like my second love.
How did you feel when you heard Yannie first wanted to rap?
How did I feel when I first heard she wanted to rap? I did not take her serious. Like, we was living at my grandma's house. We was in the back room, and she was like, guess what? I'm like, what? She like, I want to rap. I'm like, girl, you just wanted the model. Like, come on. She like, no, I got a song. So she played me the song, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, you could spit a little bit, but we not taking it serious. And she was like, no, this is something I want to do. And then, like, as time went on, like, she really proved, like, this was something that she really wanted to do. And she stuck to it.
What inspired you to be an artist?
What inspired me to be an artist, I would say probably my personality and just the many compliments that I would get on a numerous occasions that I made the room glow up. I kind of sort of was given like that idea that I had an eye, and not only an eye, but people had an eye for me to be someone. And it dawned on me a little bit. I didn't always want to be the main attention, but I kind of noticed like I did have that personality. I did have those kind of energies. Like when I did enter a room, I knew how to grab the attention of everybody or whatever. Even if it wasn't by force, it always happened naturally. So I wouldn't say it was something that was pre-planned. I would say that that's just who I was.
How was she as a child?
My sister as a child. From what I can remember, she did not listen. She was hard-headed. She always did what she wanted to do. And it was like, I just had to suffer the consequences. She just, oh, tell grandma I'm going across the street. I'll be right back. I was always covering for her. She just did what she wanted to do.
When did you start dancing? Like as a kid? Like what made your mom even put you into a dance school?
It's funny because I used to be on a drill team. Like I used to be on a drill team. I always danced some kind of way. Like I always did some kind of dancing, whether it be break dancing, whatever. Like I used to literally be out there Wu-tanging. Like it's not even funny because a lot of people who know me would know me from back in the day and know me from being that girl that was in the mix and being a party girl and throwing parties and being in the group, all that cool stuff. But those was probably like the best times of my life. I started dancing, not professionally of course, but I always started dancing when I was younger. Like that was my first love before all this rap stuff. Dance was there, and anybody who knows me, they know the vibes and they know what it really is, you know.
How do you feel now that she's taking music more serious and turning it into a career?
How do I feel about her taking music seriously and turning? I feel like she can actually like take her music as far as she wants to, because she has the ability to and she has the ambition to. She just really has to put her mind to it and like has to stick to it and not let people get in her way.
Where would you spend all of your time if you could?
If I had somewhere to spend all my time, it would be in the studio. Like, honestly. Like, if I just could be in the studio all day and never have to leave, like, and I could just get pizza and smoke weed. If I can do that all day and just record, I would like, my life would be complete. It would be complete. Like, what else would I really need? Like, at that point, I would be in heaven.
How did you feel about Yannie's friends growing up? Were you cool with them or you didn't like them?
I like some of her friends growing up. Not all of them. Not all of them. And not all of them like me.
What about her relationships?
Her relationships. She was quiet about some of them. But the ones I didn't know about, I hated them. I didn't like them.
Where are you from?
I'm from North Philly. Like, North Philly.
I can take this joint around the world, nigga. What do you mean you about to take this joint around the world, cuz? Who you, cuz?
Not North Philly. But I'm from North Philadelphia. 23rd and Huntington to be exact. That's where I grew up. I kind of moved around the Temple area as I got older. Started being around that area more, Grant Street, all that cool stuff. But yeah, North Philly carrier, always been in North, and it's gonna be that way until I blow up. That's just up.
How is Yannie as an aunt?
She better as an aunt than a sister. And she is a great sister, don't get me wrong, but she called my child every single day. I get on FaceTime with her to talk to her about what I'm going through, and she be like, no, I don't want to see you, I want to talk to Dinka. And I be like, dang, well, what about me? She's just in love with my daughter.
What are some small things that make your day better if you're having a bad day?
Small things that make my day better are, I like compliments, of course, but I really like food. I feel like that's one thing that makes me happy is food and more food and probably wine and a piece of steak. Like, that's literally me. A 6-ounce sirloin, medium well, a piece of steak just seared like that, and a nice glass of red wine. Like, turn the camera off. Like, that right there, that's it. That's all I need, and I'm telling you, I'll be good.
How is your relationship now with Yannie?
It's come a long way. So I would say as of now, like, we're great. Like, it's kind of like we best friends, but not best friends. It's like a love-hate type of relationship, because when it's bad, it's bad. But that's what you expect to go through with your sister.
What skill would you like to master as an artist? Is there anything that you haven't perfected?
I'm trying to think of a skill that I want to perfect. I want to definitely be able to allow people to gravitate towards my music without force. And also being able to be different and current with what's going on, but also still being able to be me. Because it's hard sometimes feeling like you have to stay with the times and stay with what's going on. It gets so bad to the point where you start doing things that's not working for you. And I personally, I don't want to get to that. You know, I just want to make sure that I'm always making music, or I'm always staying authentic to myself and authentic to the people who like me and what I do.
As you start to prosper in your music career, what are some of the things you hope never change?
As I start to prosper in my music career, some of the things that I hope never change are just my genuine ways. Like I just pray that I can always stay true to me. Like I never want to be, I won't say fabricated, and I won't say ever be put in a predicament where I'm getting too much wealth, or you know what I'm saying. Of course I want to be wealthy, but I always want to stay genuine to myself, and I always want to be that same person that even if I got $1, I'm still gonna be Yannie. Even if I got $1 million, I'm still gonna be Yannie. And you know, money can change people, and I feel like success can change people, but it's a difference between people who are genuinely them. So that's just where I want to be at. Like I don't want to like turn or be somebody I'm not.
What is the most impressive thing you know how to do?
The most impressive thing I know how to do is swim. I can swim my ass off.
Away, can she do the big double crummer with JoJo? Gets a pretty good start. Lane 8 flew out Al Shamar.
Like I can really swim my ass off. I used to be a lifeguard. That's like a little, I guess, a clue about me, or I guess like a little hidden gem. I used to be a lifeguard for about 5 years, and it was like, that was the best job I ever had in my life. And I know like black girls or whatever, I'm not saying like it's a black girl thing, but I'm saying like, you know, you don't usually expect them to be lifeguards. So that was just something that was really dope to me. As I was growing up, I always thought it was like super cool that I did that.
Who's your go-to band or artist when you can't decide something to listen to?
My go-to band or artist, I feel like I can't be asked that question because I like so many artists, but at the same time, I don't like so many artists. I listen to a lot of people, but my favorite all-time music would probably be R&B. So that's just a long catalog. But my favorite band is weird, but it's like old. Like it's super old. 112, SWV, like I'm talking about Bad Boy. Like I can't really name people that's current right now, and I'm not saying like I don't like the Migos, and I'm not saying I don't like City Girls. Of course, salute to everybody, but my personal like perfect genre of music and my favorite would be old school. Like I kind of shouldn't be born in this time.
What is special about the place you grew up?
The place that I grew up is special in so many different ways. Philly in general, you gotta be a different kind of person to be from here. Like we only breed the brave. Like we only breed the strong, and believe it or not, like the grittiest, the strongest, like the most memorable people have come from Philadelphia. I would say that we do everything with grind and hustle and 100%. Like when we do it with all intent to be successful. We don't halfway do shit. And I would say my hood in general, being is 23rd Street, it breeded me. I'm a genuine female, a genuine hustler, a genuine woman who is going to make one way or another, who is going to, if I don't take that route, I'm going to take that route. If one door closes, I'm going to open up another. And I think that's what separates me. That's why my hood made me the way I am, because it taught me that just because I came from that, I don't got to be stuck in that. And just because I grew up in that doesn't mean that that's where I had to stay, and that environment will make me who I'm going to be.
Right now, if you had the chance to work with any artist in the world, who would it be? Just one artist.
That's funny because I didn't know if like you guys meant an artist in the city that I want to work with or an artist in the world. But an artist in the city that I would definitely work with and that I would love to work with, it would be Brock Grader. I think that he's super different. I think that he is really just beyond Philly. Like, and I know, don't quote me on it, but I feel like it's going to take for him to leave here in order for people to really see the star that he is, because his sound is fucking bananas. Now, an artist that I would want to work with just in the world, any artist, Nicki Minaj. Like, come on, are you crazy? Like, come on. At the end of the day, people can say what they want about that lady, but that lady writes her own raps, and that lady has been popping for years. That lady is always current. She stays where she needs to be, and she's not that problematic as people make her out to seem. But I'm always going to be Team Nicki, so that's who I would want to work with in the industry.
Right now in Philly, the females are making a lot of noise. It even has been a lot of rap beefs going on. How do you keep yourself out of the rap beef with being one of the top females from Philly right now?
One thing that I would say about being from Philly is you get a lot of backlash. Like, you could get backlash from anything. You could get backlash from rapping like this person, or you good so you gotta battle this person, or anything. It just be a bunch of bullshit sometimes, and I feel like for the most part I just literally mind my business. Like, what's so hard about that? I just don't get what's so hard about. I say my highs, I say my byes, I salute everybody that's doing their thing in the city, but I just choose to be as genuine as possible and as positive as possible, because what they got going on don't concern me. I make my music and I got my fan base and I did everything on my own, so you know, I just don't feel like I should ever have to give energy towards beef or whatever, you know. People know where I'm at in real life, so I would never sit there and get into internet beef.
What are some of the flaws about growing up in Philly?
It smells like oodles and noodles. One of the flaws about growing up in Philly is, I guess, really being stuck here. Yeah, being stuck here, not having a way out, and feeling like you're close to your dreams, but you can't even grab them.